Senator John McCain had a lot of aliases back in the day. One of those aliases was, of course, Werner von Braun. They used to call him Mr. von Braun because he had lots of big muscles. Like I say, um, Senator John McCain, when he was overseas, he would be von Braun, and when he was at the in America, he was Senator John McCain. Um, anyway, there's a lot of things that most people don't understand about the past and the players, or actually, if you call them players, I don't know, just basically people that would run around spending lots of money and basically having sex with a lot of girls and doing a lot of drugs and basically, basically one of JFK's or Nixon's G guys. Although I don't understand what that means, girl guys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know about everything. I just know about pretty much a lot of the things of what JFK Nixon was actually doing, and one of them was, of course, von Braun. Basically, pretty much they were giving steroids to a lot of different people, and basically, Senator John McCain was one of those big buff dudes back in the day, and he used to walk around and he used to have two guns. He was two guns. Shoot him in the back, John McCain. Yeah. So that's what he did. Anyway, and they posted all this stuff on the TV and did this and did that, and then you find out later on that it's John McCain. It's all John McCain. He was von Braun, and Adolf Hitler was basically like an alias for JFK, Senator Nixon. Senator Nixon, which was fake President Nixon. Basically, he was the most psycho of them all. Basically, pretty much lying to the nations, and basically, yeah. Anyway, they were crazy ass. Really, basically, just shoot everyone, kill everyone, kind of senators back in the day. From 1920 to 1930 or whatever, or 1940, basically, they go around shooting everyone and anyone that gets in their way. And later on, he calls himself a good man. Anyway, it's all Senator John McCain, Chuck Yeager, and von Braun, which was his overseas European alias. Yep, sorry. Anyway, all this stuff on TV and stuff like that. I don't know why they put this out there like this. It's all crap, and it's all just a bunch of people who went around stealing gold and killing people, and then trying to pretend like they're someone. Anyway, yeah, I leave these messages so people can understand what the F was going on. Yeah, it was Senator John McCain. Shoot him in the back, John McCain. Because that's what he'd do. He'd wait until your back was turned and then he'd shoot you in the back. Yep. Killed quite a few people. Car dealer, I don't know. They would wait. Him and Richard Nixon or JFK, those people would wait until someone's back was turned and they would go. They weren't very good shots, but they were pretty good at getting people to turn their back on them. No one turns their back on John McCain and lives. Serious, as soon as you turned your back on him, literally you'd pull out a gun to shoot you. I don't know what the deal is with waiting until someone's back is turned to shoot them, but yeah. That's basically how John McCain and Richard Nixon, a bunch of them, were actually getting by. They would just wander through the world and find people and then wait until their back was turned and then just pull out a gun and shoot them. And throw the body in the dumpster, I guess. Like I say, I can't really tell you about much, but I can tell you about the people that were going around shooting people. It's almost as if, was there anybody else shooting people? Was everyone? No, there had to be other people shooting people, right? I don't know. Maybe none as quite as influential, or at least as psychotic as John McCain and Richard Nixon and all of them. I don't know. Maybe he's just the guy that everyone loved to hate. But overseas, I don't know. Maybe it was Richard Nixon. I don't know. I mean, there are these people. They just didn't care. I mean, it's almost like, I don't know. But they would just wander around. They'd wait for people to turn their back on them, military men or whoever, and then they would shoot them in the back. At least that's what I'm told. I don't know. I don't know exactly, to tell you the truth. But anyway, I guess it just goes to show you if you shoot enough people, maybe you can become something. I don't know, well off. I don't know. Yeah, eventually he gets old, and he starts calling himself Senator John McCain. Anyway, whatever. But in the past, he was known as Von Braun. Went around flexing his muscles to the girls. Men who lived and died on the beaches of whatever. Living and dying means having sex with a girl or not having sex with a girl. So if you have sex with a girl, if you have sex with a girl, you live, and if you don't, you die. And that was basically the JFK John McCain legacy, like some sort of Beach Boy fantasy, except they had guns. When I found out, I was like, wow, so that's all it was? Just a bunch of guys running around the beaches, driving cars, stolen cars, basically, living and dying on the beaches of Normandy. Like I said, JFK and Richard Nixon, they didn't really face any real combat. They actually, I mean, they got people killed. They got people to go to war. They got people to attack people, but they didn't actually do any fighting themselves. They made fake movies of fighting and stuff like that, but they didn't actually do any war themselves. We've had like 40, 50 years of peace other than sporadic shooting, and basically it's just like 5 or 6 people going crazy and killing a bunch of people, and then a bunch of people killing them. It's been a while since we had a real war. I mean, other than maybe like whatever you call those, whatever you call Ronnie Big Blocks and Madison, that gun guy. Other than what he did, which involved Bill Gates and basically just going over there and killing a bunch of people with reactive ammunition, which was really stupid. And he was like, "Kill two birds with one stone." Yeah. Anyways, him. That was the guy. He reverse engineered the LS shells and created little bullets and big shells and all kinds of stuff. That was all him. And with Bill Gates and Bill Gates' father and I guess Nixon and some bunch of other people, basically just making a radioactive wasteland of the Middle East or whatever. Yeah, one bullet kills could kill 1,000 people. So that's pretty much what they were doing. Yeah, that was it. And shooting people in the back. Yep. And mostly overseas. Some in America, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was it. That was all it was. Just stealing cars and shooting people in the back and using reactive bullets. And basically one shot, 100 kills, all that kind of stuff, yeah. Kind of depressing actually when you find out who those people really were. And then they posted a bunch of film of Von Braun, whatever, and showing this other guy that had his arm reattached or whatever. It was a surgery. They found these films of this guy who had his arm reattached, and it was the first transplanted arm ever. But the arm died, of course. It didn't work. It didn't take. There was too much incompatibility, or the arm, it's hard to reattach a whole arm, and then we couldn't reattach the thing, so the arm was alive, but it didn't really do anything, and we couldn't really get it to move around or anything else like that. That was the guy with the thing like this, with the whatever. He had his arm ripped off somehow or something like that, and so they tried reattaching it, but it didn't work. So he was like a bad guy or something like that. I don't know, had his arm ripped off somehow. I don't know. I don't really know that much about it, basically, and then you have JFK, Nixon, and a bunch of other people just confusing the friggin' hell out of everyone. So they have all these videos, all this TV stuff, and it's just like all fake news and fake this, fake that, fake everything. While they run around shooting people in the back and stealing cars and just going crazy. Not that romantic, really, when you think about it, and mostly it led to a whole bunch of rape in the White House and other places. And whatever. Eventually, I guess some women got banded together and said, fuck that, and did something about it. I don't really know. Bunch of people, crazy. Whatever. Yeah.